When you come into Medicare, it's important that we understand the pieces of Medicare and how it's going to work for us down the road. So it's very important that we know the particulars, and I'm going to go through right now Medicare Part B. So when you come into Medicare, you have Part A, Part B, Part C, Part D. It's absolutely confusing. So I'm going to break it down as easy as we can. We have three things that are important to know about Medicare Part B. So Medicare Part B is what pays for things that go on outside of the hospital. Doctor's office visits, specialist visits, outpatient care. Just about anything that goes on outside of the hospital is what is covered under Medicare Part B. So how does Medicare Part B work? First thing to understand, it's not free. And that surprises a lot of people. They think Medicare is going to be free when they come in because they've been paying into Medicare for all their life. But Part B does have a premium, and that premium right now is $164.90. So that's per month. Now, what's also important to understand is that is income adjusted. So that's the base premium. That is certainly what most people are going to pay. But if you make more than a certain threshold, you're going to pay more for your Medicare Part B. You're also going to pay more for your Medicare Part D, the drug plan. So you can see on this chart here, this breaks down the different levels depending upon whether you file single or jointly. You can see right here, this is the increased Part B premium that you will pay. And then right next to it is what you would pay in addition to the standard Part D drug plan cost. So you can see on the Part B, it's significant. If you make a high income after age 65, you could pay significantly more for your Medicare Part B. So certainly important to understand that. I have videos on all that. You can find it on my YouTube channel where I break it down a little bit better to help you understand it. Number two, Medicare Part B. There are out-of-pocket expenses, so it doesn't cover things 100%. Now, Medicare Part B has a deductible, and it's a small deductible. Right now, it's only $226. That's for the entire year. It runs January to January. You're responsible for the first $226. Then it goes to an 80-20 coinsurance type plan. So it's kind of like old school insurance where you have a deductible and then it's 80-20. So Medicare pays 80%. You're going to be responsible for 20%. Now, what's important to understand here is that 20% has no stop. It has no limit. So if you had a significant or catastrophic scenario, that 20% could absolutely spiral out of control. So that's why most people would have a Medicare supplement. If you stay on original Medicare, which I absolutely recommend, you have Part A, Part B, you'd likely have a Medicare supplement plan that pays pretty much for what Part A and Part B do not. So the out-of-pocket expense is super low. It can be as little as a couple or few $100s a year complete, and then it pays 100% the rest of the way. But that's what we do. We make sure we get all your pieces in the right places. Hopefully you'll allow us to help you do that. Number three to know about Medicare Part B is if you don't enroll when you're supposed to enroll, there's a penalty. So if you don't enroll when you should and then you want to enroll later, there is a 10% penalty for each 12-month period that has expired. So if you did not enroll, let's say you live overseas and you don't want Medicare because it's not going to do anything for you overseas, and then you come back, if you come back 5 years later and you want to sign up for Medicare Part B, then it's going to have a 50% premium on top of the cost for your Medicare Part B. Now, what precludes you from the penalty is if you have creditable insurance. So if you stay at work and you have group insurance at work and you're going to stay work until you're age 70, that's perfectly okay. That is creditable coverage, having group health insurance at work. What is not considered creditable coverage, and this surprises a lot of people, is COBRA insurance. So if for some reason you're on COBRA insurance and you keep that past age 65 and then you come into Medicare later, you're likely going to have a penalty on your Medicare Part B. Retiree insurance, also not creditable coverage. A lot of big employers have retiree coverage, which can be fantastic, and you absolutely want to stay on it. The problem could be is if at some point in the future the company disappears or the plan goes away or whatever it may be, when you come into Medicare, you will have that 10% penalty per 12-month period that has transpired. So important to understand that stuff so that way we don't have surprises down the road. So this gives you kind of an idea on some of the things you need to know about Medicare Part B. That's exactly what we do, and the best part is no cost to us to allow us to help you. So hopefully you'll take advantage of all my information. We get paid by whatever insurance carrier that we choose, that we find that's best for you. They pay us to be your service agent now and in the future. So I hope you found this very helpful. Have a fantastic day. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. I hope you found it very helpful. A couple of other things that you'll also find very helpful. Number one, download a copy of my free book, Medicare Made Clear. I spent a lot of time and a lot of effort putting this together, and it has everything that you need for Medicare now and in the future, down the road. I have videos in the book. I have all the links that you need for things that you'll want to do within Medicare. You can access it right in the book. Very easy to do. Just visit MedicareOnVideo.com/free book, and you can download it for free. You can save it on your computer. You can save it on your iPad. It's a great resource to have, again, for now and in the future. Another thing that you'll find helpful is down the road, when you come into Medicare, sometimes it makes sense to do a price check on your Medicare supplement plan. So I made it very easy to do that as well. Just visit MedicarePriceCheck.com, put in your basic information, and we'll email you a quote on your same plan that you have right now, a G or an N or an F, whatever it may be. And likely we'll be able to save $20 to $60 a month in premium, because a lot of times plans come out with better rates. So if we can get a better rate for the same plan that we currently have, just makes a lot of sense. And then obviously take advantage of all the information on my website at MedicareOnVideo.com. I have everything that you need right there for understanding IRMA, understanding employer work coverage, everything that you need, especially in the guides and forms section, you'll find right there. So we update everything every year, so everything should be up to date and current with the right deductibles and premiums and things like that. Hope you found all this helpful. Have a fantastic day. Wait, don't go anywhere. There's a couple more videos right here that you'll find very helpful with your Medicare journey. So take just a minute, watch the videos. You can also subscribe to my channel by clicking this button, and that way you'll have access to all my videos for everything that you need for Medicare. Hope you find it helpful. Have a fantastic day.